What's up guys, it's Woolf from Scratch and welcome back to Civilization 5. So last week I did a guide for the Byzantine civilization, a faith-oriented seafaring civilization. The fact that they can get an extra belief when they get a religion, that little slot at the bottom, which is only reserved for the Byzantines, can be something make it a really powerful civ, which can be a pantheon, a follower, or even an enhanced belief. So the options for the religion is quite broad. The only problem with civilization is that they don't get a way to get faith, which I discussed last week, so if you want to see that, check out that guide. So this week we're doing my next civilization, which is the Meier, led by Pacal.
After years of strife with the hand to your predecessors, the glory of Palanque was restored. You orchestrated vast reconstruction efforts within the city, creating some of the greatest monuments and architecture your people and the world have ever known. Illustrious King, your people once again look to you for leadership and counsel in the coming days. Will you channel the will of the gods and restore your once proud kingdom to its greatest heights? Will you build new monuments to forever enshrine the memories of your people? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Lovely. So as you can see, the main special ability is the long count, where when they research theology, they get a free great person at the end of each of their Meier long count calendar, which is every 394 years, roughly in Civ time. After getting theology, your actual calendar will actually change. So instead of being 4000 BC, you'll get the special Mayan calendar, which I may or may not show you this episode because it is far ahead of the special units and building that the Mayans get. But it's sort of like the Star Trek calendar, from Star Trek with the Stardate 503 Mark 26 something. So every so often you will have the ability to get a free great person, which can be anything: admiral, scientist, prophet, artist, musician. You get the idea. And for a first, I can go straight into the main unique unit, which is an archer replacement, the Atlatist. So obviously this unit does not require archery, which the normal archer obviously does. It is cheaper than the regular archer, as if I press purchase, it's only 180, where a normal archer is 200. It is also cheaper to produce, so there we go. What this means that you can rush or defend your things in your empire without worrying too much about getting that technology, which is quite nice. So I'm going to move straight into the main unique building, which is in Pottery. So as you can see, these units this civilization has very early unique focus. So upon researching Pottery, you'll unlock the main unique building, which is the pyramid, not to be confused with the Pyramid's Wonder, which is for anyone who has got liberty policy, or if you want to be historical, the Egyptians. The pyramid replaces the shrine, and the difference here is the pyramid gives you extra faith, which is 2 faith compared to the regular 1, and it also gives you 2 science, which makes this quite a very powerful building. Some dispute that it is overpowered, but in reality it's not that bad. What this building will do is that it will get your religion faster, and it'll also give you a nice science boost, which is always appreciated in the early game. So let me get my production going and get straight to a pyramid, because these buildings should be prioritized due to the faith and the faith bonus, which I do want, being in a desert, as I will want desert folklore, as well as the nice science bonus, which is always appreciative. So to summarize the Mayan Civ, and this may seem like a short episode, only because the bonuses are so early on. If you do want, the Mayan long count bonus is quite unique, and while it will seem a bit more rushed in the early game, as it rightly probably will be, the first great person should probably be a prophet, because you want to get your religion kick-started, especially if you're in my situation here, and you're not playing on the harder difficulties where religion is very hard to get. With the faith bones get from the pyramids, and maybe with a good start, you'll be able to dominate with your religion, which is where you sort of want to go down. In terms of social policies, while it is better to play with a scientific focus, you can also piety is also advised as allow you to build your pyramids faster. As you know, adopting piety will allow you to build shrines and temples in half the usual time, which is always great, especially if you're in a low production start like I am in the moment. So, how would you play the Meier? Would you go wide? Would you go tall? Technically, both are technically sound strategies. However, because of the fact that the pyramid is a shrine, it's not something it will be something that it benefits over a much wider empire. By that I'm meaning 6 to 10 cities. And that way, the bonuses will really stack up. We're talking here 2 faith per every city, and that 2 science. Which, as I just said again, and I know I'm repeating myself, in large contributions, it will be really, really beneficial. The Untitled it's nothing completely special. It has no unique abilities that it transports onto its next unit. It's cheaper, which can be really nice if you come under a barbarian invasion, or you have to defend from an early civilization that's trying to rush you. The other thing that is possible for this unit to do is go from early game aggression, which can be done with the Untitled. It means you have a near sort of semi-expendable units which you can use to take out a nearby civilization if they have settled land that you wanted, or if you just want to wipe them out of the game and preserve a piece of land that you can later colonize into. So the Untitled itself is quite flexible. And for the sake, I will probably adopt liberty first, and then go my next policy being piety. So there, hopefully I've been helpful with this guide. But there we have the Mayan civilization. In my opinion, a scientific, religious civilization that benefits from both of those policies with its unique building, the pyramid, which should spread over a larger empire. In terms of ideology, probably, in my opinion, going wide is the best idea, and going wide is probably the best idea to get the most out of your pyramids. So therefore, I'd be going order, which will really quite nicely add up. And talking of religion, funnily enough, my nearest neighbour is Byzantium. How funny. So, thanks for watching my guide to the Mayan civilization. Tune in next week for another Civilization 5 guide. Hope this guide was useful, and that's Woolf out.